Hi everyone, I wanted to show you my little pocket moleskin setup. I just received this cover yesterday in the mail and I wanted to talk about it because it's so cute. So this is a passport leather cover that I purchased on Amazon, and it is by the company September Leather, but the seller on Amazon is called Newsestor, Newestor, I believe, and I will link it down below exactly where I got it. But first I had gotten the A6, and then the A6 was actually like an inch taller maybe on both sides, and then it was wider as well, and I just wanted something that fit really snug to the actual books themselves. And so I had seen this on Zen Glyph's channel, and she had said that the passport fits the Moleskine books exactly, and she was right. It totally does. And it fits not only the daily, but also the 18-week weekly, or the 18-month weekly, sorry. I found this at Target last week, or maybe it was this week, I can't remember. But it was on discount because it wasn't in a package, it was just like on the shelf. And so I asked them how much they would sell it to me for, and they said $10. So I was like, heck yeah, because it's 18 months from July of this year through December of next year, so that's perfect. So yeah, this is my little setup. So the leather feels, it doesn't feel like, it feels smooth, but it's not like a shiny leather. As you can see, it's not squishy at all. It is quite a kind of stiff leather, I guess, but not in a bad way. It just has a good structure to it, and it was the only one that I could find that had a kind of spine like this that would accommodate these two books, because I really wanted them to be able to be together. So I just had this little clip on the front of my daily, and I just like it. It's rose gold. I think it's cute. So I just put it on there just for a little bit of decoration. And then I put this sticker on here, and I took it off right after I put it on just to see like what it would do to the leather, and it did leave a little bit of sticker residue on it. But this leather, like, you can scratch it and then you can rub the scratch like right off, and same thing with the sticker residue, it just rubbed right off. So this seems like it will be really durable, and I am looking forward to, you know, like having it seasoned and having it, you know, age with, you know, my touching it and just like the little scratches it'll get. I think that that adds a lot of character, and I really like that. But it also doesn't seem to be like damaged easily as well. So inside this cover does have 4 Traveler's Notebook strings. It has card pockets, as you can see. This is actually one pocket back here, but I just stuck my cards in there so that they'd be a little bit like deeper into it, but they also fit in here. This was on one of the strings and it was fine, it was perfect, it's still closed and everything, but I realized that on the string, sorry, I have a candle here and it's a new one, so it keeps like leaning over. I just realized that on the string, it would be hard to write on this side because of the daily. So I just thought I'll just leave it off of the string. And when it's in here and the strap is on, it's perfectly secure. So that's good. So I do have my weekly in here, and it's just so cute. I'm so surprised, honestly, that I have fallen so in love with the pocket moleskines. Moleskine is a brand that I never thought I would use, just because the paper quality has always been not fountain pen friendly, and these two are no different. They are not fountain pen friendly, but I do in fact really love them, especially the soft cover. I just love the way it feels in the hand. I love how smooth it is. I like that it's bendy. I love that it has this thing. I love that it is portable. I don't find it too small to be writing in these weekly pages. I find it like really functional, and I find that it just is really working for me. And yeah, I am just really, really loving it. So now, I know in my last video I said I would be using the Hobonichi Hone for next year. And then I said on Instagram that I was going to use the Moleskine Large Daily Planner. And I still am going to use the Moleskine Large Daily Planner. But this is definitely going to be either my main setup or part of my main setup, because this will either be my on the go, my wallet, and just my little miniature planner, with the large daily as like my desk planner, which so they'll both have like the same information, or this will be my main like plans for appointments and tasks and to-dos and errands and stuff like that, and the daily large will be my memory keeping. So I'm just as shocked as anybody else, and probably more so, that I am now in 3 Moleskine books and really, really loving them, but especially really loving these 3 because I haven't started in the Moleskine Large yet. I'm going to wait till 2025 to even start that. But yeah, so I have this little weekly. So part of my thing with my setup for 2025 is that I need a monthly and a weekly, and then I need a space to write my daily plans. It didn't necessarily have to be a daily planner, but it turns out that I am loving this daily planner, so I am going to keep that. But I really did need a solution for how I was going to do weeklies. I was thinking about doing it on like a dashboard, like like one of the pencil boards, and just put sticky notes on it as a dashboard. And that would have worked too. But then when I saw this in the store and I was like, it's on sale and I can totally use this as a weekly. So that was my solution to my needing a weekly. So in here, this was just a test page, and I was just seeing like how I could use it. This one is not fountain pen friendly, but it does take like the Sarasa mark on, and then I can also use the highlighter over it. You can see there is ghosting, but there's like a couple little spots of bleed through. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really not bad. And I am actually minding it a lot less than I thought that I would. And I'm minding having to use like gel pens or other pens instead of fountain pens a lot less than I thought that I would as well. Just because it feels so good and it's so functional, and I just really love it. So yeah, I tried it this week. This was just back plan, just as a test, by dividing the thing down the middle and putting appointments and timed items here, and then errands or like pay bills. We went to pizza that day. I went to a coffee shop that day, post office, etc. Like places that I went for errands on that side. And then I was playing around with like where I would track my steps and my protein intake, so I could do it that way, which I liked. Even the weekends at the bottom, only having like half of the space here does not bother me. So I am shocked at how much I just really like this. Then this was the week that I actually used it fully, or maybe this was back plan too. I'm not sure. Maybe half of the week was. Anyways, I didn't divide the page up this time, and I just put, appointments and all day event type things on here. And I didn't do any tasks or really any errands except for on Sunday. And then I just did a to-do list on this side. And I'm really liking just having like a couple little stickers here and there. This week I have been using it fully, and I decided to do appointments or like timed events on this side, and then errands I guess I just did errands on this side, and then a to-do list, and then a cleaning list that I'm still working on, and then a little tracker, which has not been going well, as you can see. And then this is next week's setup. I just was still planning on continuing doing appointments right here. Although I'm thinking that I might just want to have appointments and all day events on this side only, and not do any errands or to-do items, and just keep those in the daily planner. And then, yeah, a master to-do list for the week, a master to buy like shopping list for the week, daily cleaning tracker, and then a weekly cleaning tracker or weekly cleaning list. So yeah, I'm just playing around with things to see what type of functionality layout works the best for me. And I'm sort of using this as like a monthly too, in that in a monthly, I'll usually put the events coming up and I'll write them in, and then I'll plan the week as the week comes. But here I'm putting the appointment type things in the week just as I'm making those appointments or as I know about them, instead of waiting until the week of to write them in. So I still really want to have a monthly, but I think this is really working well for keeping me organized as far as knowing when appointments are coming. So yeah, I really like this a lot. I'll show you my pen test page. This one is better than the daily in terms of how it's taking the pens and markers. The highlighters are still separating a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, they look kind of grainy. And there is still a tiny bit of bleed through on the highlighters, but it's not as bad as the daily. And then the fountain pens are definitely a no. And even the Pentel Energel, it looks like it's really like on the edge of bleeding through with really heavy ghosting. But I did I test it in here? Maybe I tested it in the daily. Yeah, I did write on it and then wrote on the other side as well of the page, and it was fine. So I think that even though this paper is not the best quality, I don't think it's as bad as I once imagined, and I can use nearly all of my gel pens. I did use my mark-on and highlighters here, so that worked, and I'm happy with that. So this is that, and I'm really loving it. I had it in another planner, and I had the front cover tucked in, so I wanted to put something on the back to make it cute, and I think it is really cute. So there's that one. And then for my daily, I do have it in one of the strings, and it is like making an indentation on the book itself right there. So yeah, it's definitely causing a little bit of damage to the bottom right there, but I don't mind, honestly. I just don't mind. It just doesn't bother me. But if it does bother you, then I would definitely get either the larger size one of these so that you could tuck it into the pocket here, because these are just too tall to tuck into this pocket. So you could just get the A6 size so that you could tuck them into the pocket, or you can, I don't know what, but yeah, it doesn't bother me. I did decide that for 2025, I am going to buy another pocket so that the dates are correct and I don't have to worry about whiting out everything. I think it's totally fine, and it was worth it for me to get this in September and use it from September through the end of the year. That's just, I don't mind having to buy another one. This was like $3. So, oh yeah, here's where I did the Pentel Energel test. So you can see there. And yeah, it did ghost, but I wrote on the other side and it was like, it's not even a big deal. So, so then these are the dailies, which are pretty self-explanatory. I'm just using them for daily tasks, for errands, appointments, video ideas, shopping lists. This was before I was actually using it as a planner. I was just kind of writing like little lists of things here and there. Big stickers. And I really just like putting like a few little stickers here and there. So I think it was like around this time that I was like, okay, I could really see myself using this as an actual daily planner. It holds everything I need it to hold. There's enough room to write all my errands, all my little lists, all my little everything. Like most days I realistically don't need to write that much. I do write a lot more in my cousin, but as you'll see here, like I started to write all my tasks down in here and there's still plenty of room. So yeah, like this week I've been using it. I've been putting everything in here that I wrote down in my cousin for my tasks and things like that. And it works fine. It totally fits and still has room for cute little decorations. my apartments have been having a mouse problem because we're in an area where they're doing a ton of construction all around us. And so all these mice are just like coming out of the fields. And apparently, I didn't know this, but my neighbors have been having issues like before I was. And then I saw one in my apartment and I caught a few, and I haven't caught any more. So I'm really hoping that they're all gone, because I have been so stressed out and so disturbed this week that there were mice in my house. I was like panicking, like just crying, literally crying about it because I was just so distressed about it. So anyways, I'm really hopeful that that's all over, and it was a good opportunity for me to really like declutter everything, like things that I haven't looked at in a while that have been in like closets and stuff. I'm throwing everything away. I am leaving no quarter for these things. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. So in case you see like notes about mice, I wanted to kind of explain that because I'm horrified. But yeah, ever since I saw one day, I caught a few the next day, and then I haven't seen, heard, or caught any since then. And I just have like all these little traps around like the baseboards. So I think that they're all gone. Like I'm pretty confident that they're all gone. But don't leave me any mice horror stories in the comments, because I will cry again. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I've been putting my tasks in here, my appointments, my little list that I need to make, little stickers, things that my daughter is doing. And these are like, this is today. So I've just like put in some stickers for the next several days, which I'm really enjoying doing. It's just a lot of fun. And that's it. So I could totally see myself using this for next year. I love to carry it with me, like when I go in the car. By the way, if you just wanted to keep your daily in here, this is what it would look like. And I'm pretty sure at some point, if I use this all of next year, I will have to just have the daily in here, because I've seen that these can expand a lot. And this leather will not like grow with it. This leather is very like not expandable from what I can tell. It just seems like it's very stiff and structured, so that's okay. But yeah, at some point I'll probably have to just have the daily in here. But yeah, I'm just really, really, really loving it a lot, and I just can't believe it. I'm just shocked that this is something that works for me so well, because when I tried out the A6, I was like, no way, this is way too small. I just can't do it. But this, I don't know why, for some reason, it's obviously smaller than an A6, but it's so comfortable and so perfect, and just feels so good, and is very satisfying to write in and plan in. And I'm just like really happy with it. So that is my little pocket setup. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit of a better fit if I just had a 12-month weekly, but that's okay. I'm really happy with this, and there's my string on it, and there it is. It's just so cute. And this is the pen that I've been using this week, the Sarasa Clip in 0.5, and this is like the vintage, in the vintage color set. And these work perfectly well. Looks like, and yeah, the pen loop is nice and snug, but you do have to kind of mess with it to get your pen in. But yeah, these have been working really well on the paper. And this is a yellow QC sticker, and this is a light green QC sticker. So both of the really bad ones, and I've been fine with, you know, using the pens. And this one I haven't really used highlighter in. This one I have, and it's been good. So yeah, I thought that I would just share that with you guys. I hope that wasn't too rambly, but look how cute it is. I can just squeeze it in my hands. It's like, it's literally the size of my hand and a little bit smaller. It's so cute. So this is definitely going to be a big part of my system next year, and I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'm very much enjoying using it right now as my on-the-go planner for this year, the end of this year as well. I'm still using my cousin. I'm still filling it out just like I have been. So nothing has changed there, and I am going to finish that out for the rest of the year. And I'm loving it, and I'm feeling like a little nostalgic about it too. Like I feel like I will miss the cousin next year, but I'm just ready to be in this exclusively, and maybe the large daily as well, the soft cover. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later.